Here's the question almost nobody asks correctly, and it quietly costs people thousands of dollars. Not which car do you want, not what monthly payment fits your budget. The real question is how much car your actual life can carry, without slowly squeezing everything else you care about. And there is a single number that answers it, a number the dealership will never ever put in front of you. Because the entire system is built to get you to ask the wrong question. So let us fix that today, with the math nobody shows you. If you like calm, plain English money that respects your time and never tries to sell you a panic, take a second and subscribe. Just a few clear breakdowns a week, no hype. Now, let us talk about how much car you can actually afford. Here's how this decision usually goes, and exactly why it goes wrong. You walk onto the lot, or you open the app, and somewhere in the conversation, someone asks the friendly, reasonable-sounding question, "What monthly payment are you comfortable with?" And right there, in that one sentence, the trap quietly snaps shut. Because once the whole conversation is about a monthly payment, the price of the car basically disappears. The sticker stops mattering. The interest stops mattering. The only thing left is a number small enough to feel okay. And there is almost always a way to make that monthly number feel okay, no matter how expensive the car truly is. They pull it off by stretching the loan. Not long ago, a normal car loan ran 3 or 4 years. Today, it is completely ordinary to see loans stretch to 6 years, even 7. And a longer loan is a kind of magic trick. Take the exact same $30,000 car, finance it over 5 years, and the payment might land around $590 a month. Stretch that identical car to 7 years, and the payment falls to somewhere near $460. But that lower monthly number hides an ugly total. Across 7 years, you could easily pay $4,000 or $5,000 more in interest than on the 5-year loan for the exact same car. It feels cheaper. It is not cheaper. You simply agreed to pay for longer, hand over far more interest, and spend years owing more on the car than it is even worth. So let us throw out the dealer's question and use a far better one. Instead of starting from the car and working backward to a payment, you start from your income and work forward to a car. And there is a clean, old-fashioned rule that does exactly that. People call it the 24-10 rule. 3 numbers. Put at least 20% down. Finance for no more than 4 years. And here's the one that does the real work. Keep your total transportation cost at or under 10% of your gross monthly income. Read that last part carefully because this is where most people slip. Total transportation cost is not just the loan payment. It is the payment, plus insurance, plus fuel, plus the boring stuff, maintenance, registration, the occasional repair. All of it added up, because a $900 payment that comes with $300 of insurance and gas is not a $900 decision. It is a $1,200 one, every single month. Let me put real numbers on it because this is where it finally clicks. Say you earn $60,000 a year. That is $5,000 a month before taxes. 10% of that is $500. And that $500 is the entire budget for everything the car costs you, not just the loan. Insurance runs you, let us say, $150 a month. Fuel, maybe $120. Set aside another $50 for maintenance and registration, because those bills always arrive eventually. That is $320 gone before you have made a single loan payment, which leaves about $180 a month for the car loan itself. Now that might sound low, maybe even a little disappointing. Stay with me because that modest number is about to buy you far more car than you would ever guess. Now hold that $180 against a 4-year loan. At a typical financing rate, call it around 7%, though yours will depend on your credit and the market. $180 a month over 48 months finances a little under $8,000. Add your 20% down payment, and you land on a car around $9,000 or $10,000, all in. Not $35,000. Not the shiny one the finance office already pre-approved you for. Around 10. If this is landing, subscribe so the next breakdown finds its way to you, because this next part is the piece almost everyone gets wrong. Here's that piece. The real cost of a car was never the payment. It is depreciation, the value the car quietly loses while you own it. A brand new car can shed something like 20% of its value in the very first year, and roughly 40 to 50% across the first 5 years. That $30,000 new car might be worth around $15,000 or $16,000 in 5 years, whether you financed it for 4 years or for 7. The payment was never the cost. The payment was just how you finance the melting. A car that is 2 or 3 years old has already taken its steepest depreciation hit, and the first owner paid for that cliff, not you. Think of it this way. The biggest single cost of that new car was never the engine or the seats. It was the value that quietly evaporated the moment it first left the lot, and the first owner already absorbed it for you. You get a vehicle that is mechanically almost identical, often with most of its useful life still ahead, for a meaningfully smaller price. Boring, used, and well-maintained beats, brand new and stretched to 7 years almost every single time. The trick is simply to buy used and well cared for, not ancient and neglected. Aim for a reliable car a few years old, not somebody else's abandoned problem. So here is how you actually put all of this to work. In 4 steps. Step 1, start from your income, never from the lot. Take your gross monthly pay, find 10% of it, and that is your ceiling for everything the car costs, payment, insurance, fuel, and upkeep combined. Step 2, back out the extras to find your real payment. Estimate insurance, fuel, and maintenance for the kind of car you are considering, subtract them from that 10% ceiling, and whatever is left is your true maximum loan payment. Step 3, cap the loan at 4 years and mean it. The 4-year limit is not arbitrary, it is a lie detector. If the only way you can fit a car is by stretching the loan to 6 or 7 years, the car is simply too expensive for you right now. A shorter loan protects you from endless interest and from being underwater for years. Step 4, put down around 20% and lean used. The down payment keeps you from owing more than the car is worth the moment you drive off the lot, and buying gently used lets you skip the worst of that depreciation cliff. Those 2 moves together do more for your finances than any negotiating trick at the dealership ever will. So let us bring it home. Affordability was never about the monthly payment. That was the dealer's question, and it was designed to keep the real number hidden. The honest version starts with your income. 10% of your gross for everything the car costs, no more than 4 years to pay it off, 20% down, and lean toward a reliable used car so someone else absorbs the depreciation. Run those numbers before you fall in love with a car, and you will never again let a monthly payment talk you into a decision your future self has to clean up. Because a car is really just a tool that loses value while it carries you around. Buy exactly enough of it, no more, and let the money you did not overspend go somewhere that actually grows. If this cleared up something the car lot works hard to keep foggy, subscribe and stay a while. It is the best way to keep these calm money breakdowns coming. Next up, we take the natural next question head on, new versus used, and the real math on which one actually keeps more money in your pocket. And one honest note before you go. This is general education, not financial advice. The rules of thumb and the figures here are round examples, chosen to show you how the math works. So run the numbers for your own rates, prices, and costs, and make the call that fits your life.